I bought this Rolex 5 years ago, I think, and I paid like 10K for it or something. And I want to make the money back in this small account challenge. We're going to actually do it together, guys. Every video you're going to see a new scalping session, but it's all with this small account. Alrighty, guys, let us begin with today's video. And there's no real targets that I'm aiming for. If I make money, I'll walk away. Depending on how much money or if there are opportunities there, I'll walk away. If this is your first time watching this channel, make sure to subscribe. So I'm just going to go straight to 15 minutes. We see the market is already all-time high and it's looking for that breakout. So what I'm going to do is put 20 contracts here. I'm just going to put, so you see here, guys, you see this setup? This is actually a bullish setup. And you can say you want to do the trend line. No problem. Do the trend line. I know when you're a beginner, you think these things help you. But for me, I'm just going to go with my intuition. And if you zoom in on 15 minutes, by the way, this is US Tech 100, which means it's the NASDAQ. Zoom into 15 minutes. Here's your trend line. But reality is you don't need a trend line. You need support or resistance. This is going to be a short position. This trend line is going to be broken all the way to this support level. And that's why I'm going to call a short on this. How do I know this is going to be broken? Even though you would say it's going to hold support and it will do this. Maybe it'll break out. That's a potential. But because we're pre-market, okay, pre-market, and there's data today, there's a high chance of this breaking here, touching this, and then doing something like this. This trend line trade, where people think a trend line is just going to be followed, that's like for virgins, right? Usually a trend line is broken, tests support, and then reverses. That's if a trade is going to be positive. So what about the negative? Well, the negative is it's always going to be negative. The trend line is not going to get respected fully. It will slip below at least. So when you're here on top of the trend line, assume a short position in most cases, especially when you can see here, it's just a rainbow, right? Green, red, green, red. It's not just, it's basically a zigzag. So I opened 20 contract. Here's my P&L. And I'm going to put a stop loss of 15 points just because this is pre-market. And I'm going to hit this here. And I'll pause this, guys, and come back when it's time to close. Because it's going to be slow. It'll take all the space for the video if we keep this running. Just know my open price is here and current price is here. Okay. Yeah, and this is going to break below. So you can see it. Okay. Let me pause this. And I'll leave it on 15 minute maybe. Remove this so you can see better. Lock the screen. And that's it. See you guys in a minute. Alrighty, guys. So here we go. It's the harvest. It actually only took us 5 minutes, as you can see. As I said, the trend line is broken. And here it is. And what you want to do, here's 120 secured. The reason why I secured 120 here is because of, well, even though I did say this is my support level, but look here, there's plenty of support level candles. When you have watched my channel, you know exactly what candles I'm looking at. It's these candles that looks like this. These are always support. You see these two here, and you see these plus signs. All that candle is support. Ladies and gentlemen, let us get right into it. Market is open, which means there's a lot of volatility, but there's a problem because the NASDAQ, my favorite instrument now, is all-time high and there's nothing to map it to on the left-hand side. So look at the 4 hours. There's nothing. It's just all-time high. What do you do in this situation? Well, you have to, it gets tricky here, but you have to stay long. When the markets are all-time high, you have to stay to the upside. Okay, so this is your hourly, and this is the new candle. It's about to open up. So what I'm going to do, it's going to be bullish, guys. We'll probably add a percentage on the NASDAQ today. Okay, so what I'm going to do is grab this line and change this to the hourly. The hourly support is stronger than any other support, okay, the 1 hour. So I'm just going to bring this right here to this wick. So I'm going to use the wick of this candle. Okay, and whenever, and it's by the way coming to it now, 20 contract. buy position active. The reason behind that, guys, is because we got to that wick. As you see, as well, if we look at 15 or 10 minutes, we get to see a better picture. Okay, it will actually come down to this level. Possibly this level, okay? But I already opened it, so I'm in 20 contracts. And I'm going to put my stop loss of 20 points because it's market open, which means volatility. This isn't market open. It's actually 30 minutes after market open. So what I'm going to do is just bring this here a little bit down, close to this level. And from here, guys, we will see a breakout. Because if you look here, guys, at this level, there's no rejection. A rejection would be like a red candle that looks like this. That's when you know it's a rejection, a plus sign. Okay, but because there isn't, this candle will probably just shoot up this way. But it just needs a little bit of time to cook. So I'm gonna pause this and I'll come back when it's time to close. But here's my opening price. Here's my current price, and here's my stop loss. I don't think we need to come back. I think now, any minute, this thing should just shoot. But it's a slow day, guys. Because markets are all-time high, the market is still deciding where the direction is. We know the direction is just the setup is awkward. So it takes a little bit of time. I'll pause this, and I'll come back when it's time to close this trade. All right, guys. So as you see, here we go. And ideally, you want to close out here. So another few points. But I think I'll close out here, 30. I don't think this is scary enough. See, I should have taken that profit. But you see how fast the market moves, guys? Sometimes it doesn't allow you to even do anything. I was ready to close, but it's going to keep churning and churning until it's time to walk away from the trade. So, fucking hell. Sorry for cursing. What do you do here? Do you get frustrated, guys? You do get frustrated, and that's why I hate day trading, because day trading is so frustrating. And that's why a lot of traders just don't make it eventually. Like I said, it's psychological. See, we were down, now we're back up. But I'll close this around here maybe. Another 10 points possibly. See this? It's frustrating, huh? Like, you think you know it, and then the market says, okay, you know it, but it's not time yet. You have a stop loss. You cannot mess around with a stop loss. Okay, $200 secured. Now, I just made 200. What do I do? Do I keep going? I'm done. I'm done, guys. I have to go for a walk now. It's my time. But hopefully you learned a thing or two here. And you've seen the volatility. It's messy. Look, if I didn't take this profit, I would have done. Look, you'll make money. Everybody can make money. Everybody can sign up for this platform, pay zero commission, spreads, almost zero. Actually, it's zero spread, one or something. And you will make money. If you just open one contract, you will literally make money, right? You would make like a $10. You would make your hourly salary, guys, in one trade. Look, $2. But the thing is, you build, and then 1 hour in one day, you kind of spiral down and you get to wipe all of it. That's what I've been trying to warn and teach here, guys. And by the way, if I held it, I would have been up even more. But it's scalping, right? You just don't know. See you guys in the next episode. And in every episode, you're going to learn something new. Thank you, guys, and bye-bye. And smash that like button and subscribe and drop a comment. Peace and love.